Income Agency, friends. Come on in. Let me know where you're from. We're going to get started in just a minute. I appreciate you all being here. Let me know if you have any questions. We are going to get started in just a few minutes, friends. This is my go live with ease and confidence. We want to make sure we are connecting and chatting, friends. So feel free to come on in. Let's get talking in a few minutes. I'm going to bring this over here. Not sure if I'm going to be able to do this. Matter of fact, I probably should stop because it's probably taking up two microphones. So let's do that. We'll go back here. It's probably taking up two microphones, so let's not do that. How you guys doing? Hopefully all is well. Let me know where you're from, friends. We're gonna chat a little bit, and I was trying to see where my microphone sound is coming from, which system. So I want to make sure I have audio as well as resolution's good. Let's see appearance. Okay, that's camera. Where is sound? We're gonna audio mixers. Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate you all coming in. Let me know if you have any questions. Appreciate you all coming in and supporting the live stream. The mic is coming from there, so let's have it come from here. Does that change anything? It does not. It was not moving. Hello, let me know if you are here. Microphone from my computer. Let's see, let's look at it from here. So let's pull this over a little bit more. Okay, so we're gonna see where is the sound coming from. Hello, let me know where you're coming from. Hopefully this is a better quality sound. I don't know if there's a delay, let's see. And then the mic from here. Hello, let me know where you're coming from. That's coming from pretty strong. Interesting. I wonder if, hello. Hey friends, how you doing? I'm doing sound checks on my computer. Hopefully you all can hear me just fine here. Hopefully you can hear me just fine. Hello, you seem hungry. Make sure you thumbs up the live. I'm not hungry. That was funny. Want a snack? No, I'm good. Thank you for that though. I appreciate you being here. Hi friend, how you doing? Thank you so much for joining me. We are testing out a few sound things. I wanted to make sure I test out some of the sound. So let me know if there's any questions. Let's see, we're gonna try a couple things. So we're gonna try a couple things and see if that helps. And we're testing out the sound for my live stream and see how that goes. Primary speaker. So yeah, so audio microphones, audio from my end. Probably need to add, but I think I should be able to hear. So let's do an echo check. Doing an echo check. No echoes found. I don't know what that means. But we did it. I'm sorry, I want toast right now. Okay, friend, thank you so much for being here. Make sure you thumbs up the live, and also do subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. So hopefully that works. We were doing a sound check, so I'm not sure if that's gonna work, but we'll try it out. We will try it out, friends. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate the support. This is my live where we talk all things going live. Um, all things live and going live with ease and confidence. So hopefully this works. We're going to try some sound stuff. I'm hoping I don't have any distorted sounds. So stay with me. We're doing TikTok on my computer. So we're going to try that. I'm going to go live sooner than later because I wanted to make sure I connect with everybody. So let's see what it looks like. I'm going to do a preview real quick because I'm not sure if it's showing up well. I'm not sure how it shows up. But we'll go live for about an hour. We're going to test it out. And then I am going to get ready for my meeting. so so we'll test it out. Hopefully it looks good from the phone and laptop for you all. We're testing out Live Studio from the computer today. So this is my third time using it. We'll test out multi-guest. I'm not sure if it's going to work correctly, but I appreciate you all being here. If you're new to my live, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Give that thumbs up. And then also make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're on our road to 1,000 subscribers. So we're at 950. Been doing this since April. Go live twice a day, 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern. I'm in Florida. And so I just keep going live and I hope you guys do your live journey. Okay, so let me know if there's any questions. I appreciate everybody coming in and joining the live stream. That's what this is all about, friends. So you guys are supporting the live by coming in and connecting with me. And so I so appreciate it. So we will, my day's going great. Thank you for asking. I appreciate it. Thank you for asking, friend. We are testing out a few things here on Live Studio, so we'll see what happens as we are connecting. Quick Pose Customs. Play Together. Let's see what Play Together does. So this is a joystick type feature. Okay, that's what that is. So if we wanted to do the playbook and work on that, we could. Let's see what the playbook brings. Reset matches. Let's see. Thank you all for coming in. Appreciate you all joining me. Appreciate the support of the live. Let's see. Play Together has a couple different things on here. This is where you can play video games, I guess. And if you wanted to play some other games, so it allows you to stream that way. So yeah, we're gonna look at some of these tools, interaction. So I don't know what else is here. This is my opportunity to play around with some of the features here. So that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at some of the features just to see what else is here that I can do, and we can talk about a little bit more. I want to make sure I'm showing different features. Hello from Russia. How are you, friend? Thank you so much for joining me. Appreciate you all coming in. So we'll talk about that. We have a couple different features in here that we'll look for. Don't know how to do a co-host. Partnership. What is a partnership? Recommended games to get rewards. So let's see. Display these games in your live. Attract new players and get rewards. Choose games you want to recommend. Okay. So we're gonna play around a little bit. We'll see. I said I was gonna test this out a little bit more. Let's see if there's some features in here I want to play with. I don't know if I want to do it while I'm live though. That's the only thing. When you're live, it's kind of like, oh. So I don't know how much you want to play around as you're live. So we'll see. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate you all joining me. This is hey, Idea Barista. Let me know if you're still here, friend. I I think that was from this morning. So so we're gonna test this out. This is Live Studio on TikTok. So I'm gonna go live from here. We're gonna do a quick, maybe 1 hour live. We'll see how this goes. And we're going live. Why not? Topic. Um, where's my live? Select topic. We're gonna do learn. Um, audience control. Let me get a profile and videos to ATL. Local compliance check. Let live check your content locally to help comply with. TikTok always performs server side checks even if you turn off this content disclosure. We don't need that on. Um, um, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go live. All right, friends, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you joining the live. I am Dr. Lisa, Launch Your Income Agency, folks. We are talking all things going live. I appreciate you all coming in and supporting the live stream. So we're going to share out this live. Let's share it out to some of our friends in the community, friends. If you are new to my live, feel free to come on in and connect. This is a live where we're talking all things going live. We're talking about what does it mean to go live with confidence, ease. How are you setting your goals for 2025? I want you to be confident and comfortable with connecting with your audience in this upcoming year. So it starts with you. It starts with you going live and making sure you're ready to communicate with your community. All right, friends, if you are new to my live, come in. Let's see, I'm trying to see how to share it out. So we'll share out the live. It's not doing anything. Huh, that's interesting. So let me go back to the screen. There we go. I was like, what just happened? We'll see if we're able to share this live out at all. I don't see where I can share it out though. Hey, Eugene, how are you, friend? Thank you so much for joining the live. People pop in on the side there. Okay, I see people coming in. Disaster drama. Hello, friends. Thank you so much. Come on in. Let me know where you're from. We are talking all things going live. This is my live where I am using Live Studio. So that's what you guys see. This is Live Studio. So I'm here, and it's a slightly different format than what we're used to. Thank you for joining. I'm having technical difficulties. What kind of technical difficulties? Are you not hearing me? Let me know if you guys can't hear me. That's the first question. Can you hear me? Let me know if you can't hear me. Um, Let me know. Hello, Eugene. Let me know if you can't hear me. If there's any sound issues. I see my mic where it looks like it's moving, but hopefully the sound is coming through and it's not distorted. So let me know if there's any issues with sound. If you don't mind putting something in the chat to say you are good or I can't hear you. So let me know if there is still some technical difficulties happening. Um, Hopefully there isn't. I'm about to join my live myself and see if I can hear myself. Thank you all. Sound fine on YouTube. Oh, you're on YouTube too. Hey, friend. I'm just catching that. Hello, how are you? What does it sound like on TikTok? Tell me that. That's what I need to hear. What does it sound like? I'm going to turn up my volume. Oh, it's distorted. Um, that's not good. Hold on. Let's see. Hello? Hello, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? So now you can't hear me at all. Yeah, it's a bad connection. Sound detected. No sound detected. Check your audio. So it told me my sound was off now. Let's see. Hello? Can you hear me now?
Hello, can you hear me now?
Okay, that came through.
Can you hear me now? Okay, that came through.
But I have an echo.
Okay, that came through. But I have an echo. But I have an echo.
Okay. It's not better, y'all. Still working.
It's not better, y'all.
Let's see.
Still working. Let's see. Still working. Let's see.
Hello. Let's see. I'm not sure why it's doing that. So this is my attempt to learn Live Studio, and it is not working still. Okay. Okay, we're gonna use the microphone. Okay. Now I need to go and change it to the microphone. Thank you for sharing out the live, Miss Darlene. Okay, is that better? I still hear sound. You guys hear something? Let me know if you hear it. Did that get better? I'm still working through it. Is that better? I'm still echoing, huh? Yeah, I'm not sure why it's doing it. Yeah, hey, Dr. Trish, how are you, friend? I see you all coming in. So I hear the echo on my side as well. Let's see. Hi, friends. How are you? Thank you all for coming in. Yeah, we were trying to figure this out. Yeah, I'm still echoing, huh? TikTok Studio shaking my head. Yeah, TikTok Studio is not kind. This is challenging to figure out what's going on. Okay, let's try it again. I'm gonna try something. And it says echo check, and it comes back that there's no echo, but you still hear the echo. And I hear myself echoing on the other line. Gosh. Good evening, everybody. Thank you all for coming through. I appreciate you. So this is supposed to be part of my December challenges. This is my second time technically trying Live Studio. Y'all, I'm not sure if this is the right format. Let's see. Hello, is that better? No. I still hear the echo. You can see me. Thank you so much, friend. How you doing? Everybody coming in. I appreciate you all coming in. We are trying to figure out this live studio, and I'm still hearing myself. Let's see. Um, and then when I was doing my sound before, it said headset. Let me change this. Actually, let me change. Where's that at? Thanks, Idea Barista. Appreciate you, friend. Is that better? Okay, I still hear the echo. Crap, I was about to say it's fixed. It's not. I still hear the echo. I'm not sure, guys. So you guys can hear me clearly, but you don't hear echo? Thank you. Um, so some of you are saying yes, yes, we hear it. Okay, y'all hear the echo. Because I'm also on my other phone, so I'm trying to make sure that that's not the problem. Hello, how you doing, Missy? How you doing, Dr. Nichols? I see you, friend. Yeah, you hear the echo. Yeah, I am testing out. So this is a different live stream. I'm testing out Live Studio again. I said I was going to try it a little bit more often to see how it works. And I think this is going to be a challenge just to figure out the audio. And I hear myself echoing, so I know it's a problem because I have my other phone and the echo is coming through there. So I'm trying to figure this out. Turned off echo cancellation. Um, okay, I thought your audio was crazy earlier. Glad to know it was a test. Yes, this is earlier as in this live or my live from 10 o'clock. On the live from 10 o'clock, I didn't use Live Studio. So this live, okay, good. I was about to say, wait a minute. um, yeah. There's so many different buttons to click on and off. Is it seems cleaner? It's my web camera, so that's what I'm using. I'm using a webcam. I'm on my computer, so this is how you can go live from your desktop or laptop. Um, the visual, the video imagery, I think is great. It's the audio. The audio is the problem, and the audio I cannot get it right. So I'm not seeing how to fix it. I saw Leanne in the room. Leanne, any suggestions, friend? Have you been through this yet? Any updates on how to fix it? As you can tell, I don't have my headphones in either. I'm using the mic. I am using the mic. I think I had to use the mic because I tried to do it where I was using the laptop sound and it was, you said remove the mic. Now, I don't know if that's a good idea, but we're going to do it. So let me try it because it wasn't coming through at all. It was still the feedback. Okay, so I'm back. So it says you can't hear me. I got to change the audio. So let's fix it. Okay, so I'm back here. Can you hear me? Is there still feedback? Okay, no feedback. Do you guys hear feedback?
Okay, no feedback. Do you guys hear feedback?
Okay. I'm not echoing? Okay.
Okay. I'm not echoing.
So,
Okay.
yes, you can hear yourself too.
So,
Oh, you can hear my phone here?
yourself too.
Let's see. Let me turn that down. You said so that's great. Okay. All right. I don't know what I was pressing, but whatever I did worked. Whatever I pressed worked. So now it's gone. It's gone. Okay. It was there earlier because the feedback was there and I put the mic in. So I did turn on some additional features. Hey, Black Lotus. I did turn on some additional features. I need to go back and see what I clicked on and off because I don't know what I did. Let me look real quick, y'all, because I have no clue. And let's see. What did I press? Let me check and make sure there's nothing cut on the screen. Let me see advanced settings because I was pressing all types of buttons. Hey friends, how you doing? Background music is toggled on. Let me write this down. So I know I have background music on. I don't know why that's on, but we're gonna leave it there. That's an advanced setting. Let me check some other ones that I was clicking around touching. What you doing up there? There are advanced set auto controls you'll need to play with. I was playing with it, so now I gotta see what did I play with that got us here. What did I turn on? Did I turn on anything else? I have I have noise suppression high. So noise suppression is high. That wasn't high before. I remember toggling that on. Noise suppression is high. Okay, auto processing. I think auto signal, I don't think I touched that, but we'll make sure that that's on though. Auto signal processing. That's on. Audio rather. Audio signal processing. That's on auto. Thank you all who are coming into the live. I appreciate you all joining me. We are doing a live studio and you guys see me in real time. So live studio is not something I use. And so you guys are seeing me real time. And this is also, let me tell you guys this, the mic that is working right now, the microphone that is, oh, let me go back. Okay, I didn't touch anything. If I folks with Macs, you won't have all those audio controls, just some of them. Okay, that's good to know. It has something to do with guests being able to hear any music you're playing. Okay, okay. I don't know if I touched that, but it was on, so I figured I'll just make sure I wrote it down. I don't think I touched that. I think it was already there. Yeah, so a couple things that, let me go back in my chat if I can see. Hold on. So Live Studio is if you want to use a laptop, you have to use Live Studio. Live Studio is a download. So you have to download it to your laptop or desktop so that you can use it. So that means that you have to log on to your TikTok account from your computer. Okay, so log on to your TikTok account. You're going to go to at the bottom, it has, on the left hand panel, it has more. And once you click more, there will be an option for growth tools. Under growth tools is Live Studio. And that's how you go to the Live Studio web page. You got to make sure you're logged in over there as well. And then you can download it and you can actually pin it on your bottom screen. And so that's what I did. So I'm on Live Studio. The problem is always audio. And I was about to say my audio is actually coming through my webcam. Thank you so much for the daily heartbeat. Yes, so my audio is coming through my webcam. It's not coming through the laptop sound at all. I tried the laptop sound, and if you were here, you look different. I look different. If you were here earlier, the laptop sound was distorted. It was like I was in I don't know, a tunnel. So it was not good. Thank you for that. And so it was not good at all. So the sound was very distorted. It was not coming through. So you guys saw me in real time playing around with the sound. I did try to connect my mic and Leanne said disconnect. And so when I disconnected it, and I had tried the web camera. So I think one of my settings made the web camera work. It must have been the one with the noise suppression. Maybe that was it. And I turned it up high. I put it on high. I think I had it low before. So noise suppression is definitely when I switched. Um, and so if you're going to use the computer, just know it does take a little trial and error to figure this out. I'm not, I was able to find the lady we were talking about. You were? What did she say she did? What did she do? I caught her live. Did you? Okay. You can try the mic again, but it's weird with the mics. Can you come up? We're going to test. Yes, you can come up. Well, this is going to be a test for the room, y'all. So there's an audio suppression and a noise suppression. This is a noise suppression. That's what I did. This is noise suppression. And so favorite RT Nikki, she's our guinea pig for live studio. Hello, friend. We're going to test this out. So, sound.
Hello.
Hello. Can we hear her?
Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. The audio for guests has been kind of wonky as well. So we'll see if there's an echo. I don't hear an echo
Okay.
currently, but let me know if you guys hear something in the chat. Let me know what you hear. So there's an audio suppression and a noise suppression. Yes. I don't know if there's an audio suppression. I know noise suppression is what I clicked. I have to go back and look again. So far, so sounds good. Okay, no. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. RT Nikki, go ahead. You talk.
Okay, so I caught her live, and what she said that she did was she used her live studio, as Leanne said,
Okay. So
and
she's using
she used her iPad,
this. Okay.
and she cast her iPad to live studio. So we were able to see, that's why we were able to see what she was writing. So she used Canva to like just create like a background where she's able to write.
Okay.
She saved it into her photos.
Okay.
And then she used markup
From her
to
phone.
write, or I guess write on the right.
To write on the iPad, I guess. Is that what it is? She was
To write on the iPad, yes.
Okay. Yeah. So her second image was it? No, it was one image. The main image,
Yes.
like I'm here. The main image you saw was her casting from her iPad.
From her iPad.
And her
yes.
iPad had the ability for her to do, with the iPad you could do markup. So she was marking up on her iPad, and that was a pencil.
Right.
She was using a stylus, maybe.
Or Apple Pen.
Apple Pen. Okay, gotcha. Thank you so much, friends.
Yeah, so we were able to see her, I guess, because like Leanne had mentioned, you were able to, on live studio, you're able to also minimize yourself.
Okay.
So I think that's how we were able to see her as well.
Okay. You were able to minimize. Say that again. Wait a minute. She was able to minimize herself. That's right. She was a floating head. That's what you were saying before.
Right.
So her second image was her other camera source. Like I'm on the screen now.
I guess so. I guess DM her to ask for specific details. But while she was on live, this is what she explained that she did.
Okay. So Dr. Johnson, you're so funny. You said, "What is this sorcery? What are you doing?" This is live studio. It is from a computer. So we're doing live studio. You can't have guests up. We've been having audio issues. So this is the second time I've done this. And let's see if Leanne is an audio issue. Let's see what your audio's like.
Oh, wait.
We can hear you.
Oh, and there's no echo.
There's no echo?
No. I hear myself echoing though.
Oh, that's not good. Okay, do you not hear it? Okay, Favor just muted. Do you hear yourself still?
Let's see. No, I still hear myself.
Okay, what if
But if you all don't,
Let me see if I
don't hear the echo, it's hello.
I muted
I
myself.
don't hear any.
I muted myself. I was like, maybe it's
I
me.
didn't hear us either.
Oh, you couldn't hear
But
you.
if If you all don't hear the echo, I can ignore it.
Okay.
I'll just keep talking if you don't hear the echo.
Can you turn your volume down so you don't hear yourself? I wonder.
Then I won't hear anybody else.
You don't hear anybody else. You don't hear me talking then. Okay, and then Coach Rhonda says she
Oh,
hears the echo.
everybody's saying they hear the echo.
They hear the echo. Wow. So when you came up, not too bad.
Nikki, what device are you using? Your phone?
Yes, I'm on my phone. I have my AirPods in.
That's what it is. All right, let me plug in and see if there's a difference if I plug in my head.
What were you using? What were you on?
Just my regular speaker on the phone.
As opposed to your earpods, you're gonna do what she was doing? Is that what you meant?
Yeah, I'm gonna use my headphones.
Okay.
Let's see if that makes a difference.
So if I mute myself, can y'all still hear my chat? So let me see if I'm the problem. So if I mute, Leanne, she's connecting. Let me know if that makes a difference. Leanne, we can't hear you if you're talking. Are you talking? Hey,
Hello?
Okay, I hear you now. Yes.
All right, I'm going to plug in my regular mic. I'm not going to be able to hear though, because I don't know why you all can't hear me on the plugged in headphone.
No, we didn't hear you. At least I didn't hear you. I guess chat, let me know if y'all heard her when she was there. Thank you so much.
I didn't hear myself.
You said I didn't hear myself.
I don't know.
So yeah, so really quickly while she's plugging in, we are testing out Live Studio. So that's what you guys are seeing and experiencing. This is Live Studio. If you want to use your desktop or your laptop, you have to use Live Studio for that. It is a download to your computer that you have to add from your TikTok account. You have to log into your TikTok account from your computer, and then once you log in, you'll have the ability to scroll down to more. There's an area called Growth Tools. Under there is Live Studio. You click that, and then it takes you to a web page where you log into your account again, but then you download it to your computer, your laptop or computer, desktop. And so with that, it is a learning curve. I don't say that this is simple, click go live. This is definitely a learning curve. The features are in different places, and audio seems to be the biggest issue. We're learning. That's the biggest hurdle. This is my webcam. This is not my laptop camera, so that's good to say that. This is not my laptop camera. This is my webcam. I have a separate, I can move it, but you see me moving. That's my webcam. And then I have the audio is coming from the webcam as well. That was the port I had to use. So the audio and the visual is coming from the webcam. So
I have a question. Are you able to download Live Studio on a Mac computer? Because she said that it can't be a Mac computer.
No. Who? The person you went to go visit?
The host that I was speaking with.
For what?
She said it has to be like a regular Windows computer.
That's outdated now.
Oh, okay.
Dr. Lisa, a lot of people don't know that it's available for Mac now, so they're
It's no
still telling
announcement.
folks that
Yeah.
it's not.
But it's not announced
I'm
yet.
sorry, y'all.
Yeah, so Leanne, so a couple months ago, I think it was like in September, TikTok had a beta test for Mac users, and several people in the agency were invited to that beta test, and they got a chance to kind of see how it is, how Live Studio will work on Macs, because TikTok was not allowing Macs access to Live Studio. It wasn't functionally available to them. And so now it is, I guess from that beta test, I guess they did roll out Live Studio for Mac computers. So Leanne, she uses a Mac all the time. That's what she uses for her Live Studio. So Leanne, if you don't have any noise, you want to talk about that for folks?
I I feel like I'm driving people crazy with the echo.
Is the echo still happening for you all in the chat? Let me test this real quick. So if I mute myself as the live host, are you still able to hear Leanne? So Leanne, go ahead and talk. Somebody said no echo. So people were saying no echo.
Oh, everybody's saying no echo.
You hear it though?
I still hear it, but that's okay.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, good. All right, so I thought I was
Echoing. Okay.
echoing for everybody else.
Yeah.
Favorite RT, Nikki. Nikki says she hears it, but that's because you're on the panel, Nikki. I don't know what that's about.
Oh. And then I'm gonna click my mute. You talk, Leanne.
No, I don't think you have to mute yourself, Dr. Lisa.
Okay. Okay. I don't know if that helped any. So it didn't help.
No, because then we can't hear ourselves either when you mute.
Okay. Okay. So
now I don't remember the question.
okay, so really quickly there was a
Dr.
question.
Lisa, when you muted yourself, I did not hear an echo from Leanne, and I was able to hear her. I don't know if the chat was able to hear her, but I was able to hear her without an echo when you muted yourself.
Because the reason why I thought I might be the problem, I'm thinking this webcam is picking up sound around the room too. So I think the webcam might be the issue. But let me mute myself. I'm gonna let you guys talk a little bit. And just so that you guys know really quickly, I did use this webcam last time. So this is my second time using Live Studio, and each time it seems to be a slightly different experience. So audio does seem to be a consistent threaded issue with Live Studio. So Leanne, here's the question. The question was for you to talk about the Mac experience, because she is a Mac user. It is available on Macs.
They can't hear me when you mute yourself.
You guys didn't hear Leanne talking at all?
No.
When she said something? Let's see. I didn't see the box lit up for Leanne, but couldn't hear her when Doc was muted. Oh, well, she didn't talk long. She just said, "Oh, turn your mic on." She didn't say much. Let's try it one more time. Let's test it one more time. So I'm gonna cut my mic off. Leanne, you got the floor. So say maybe 30 seconds of talking, and then I'll unmute. Okay. So let's test it.
Okay. Can you all hear me? I am speaking. Can you hear me now? I don't think they can hear me.
Silence. Okay. All right. Didn't work. Now, Favorite, did you hear her talking? I heard you clearly.
Yeah, they can hear me, but they're not hearing the echo that we're hearing.
Okay.
So yes, I can hear her.
Okay. I don't hear the echo, to be honest with you. But again, I'm not with headphones on, and my volume on my other phone is down. So no, I don't hear anything. So I'm gonna listen to my other phone. But go ahead, Leanne, if you want to share with others and see if tell them about the Mac.
Okay, so the Mac version is available. So if you hear anyone saying that it is not, it is available widely now. You go to the same place that Dr. Lisa was mentioning. If you go to TikTok.com and look in your menu to the left, there's a more, and then growth tools, and then Live Studio is there. It is a download that you'll have to install. Nikki, in terms of being able to achieve what that person is achieving, you can do it, because it's just a matter of manipulating camera setup and your visibility versus your iPad view, that kind of thing. The thing that you might have to do, because it's a PC, Mac and their iPads, the cast thing is not always working very well. So you might have to do what I used to do when I was using my phone as a second camera source. Use like a third party hosting room. But it's like I was saying to you before, what you want to achieve is absolutely possible. There is just a little bit of jerry rigging that you have to do.
I also have a webcam that I can use. Do you
So
think? Uh-huh.
if you have a webcam, what you can do for now is if you want to just direct your camera over your iPad or whatever you write or whatever you choose to write on. But there is a way for you to display what is happening on your iPad screen. So they would see you using whatever notation app you're using, whether it's GoodNotes or whatever it is that you would use.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
You send me a message, please. I will send you the link to the YT video
Okay.
that shows you how to use this third-party room to essentially cast into TikTok Live Studio.
Okay.
It's
Alright.
exactly what I was doing before. Again, you just have to do some manipulation of how the images show up on the screen. So you came into my live. I could have made myself super tiny in a corner in the center of the screen, wherever I want to be. And then that secondary image of me doing my work, I could have had take up the entire screen. It's just a matter of changing the size of the boxes and moving things around to what you prefer.
So, Leanne, are you using two different devices? So you're using, in this case, what Favorite saw was an iPad and a second device that had her on the screen as well, like the way I am now.
So I am imagining that she's saying she's using the language of cast because I believe there is a way for you to cast your screen to PCs, but I've tried it before. Apple doesn't do the whole casting from your iPad to your whatever, like your laptop or your desktop Mac well, because of the difference in the operating systems. Doesn't make sense, but whatever.
Okay.
But there are ways that people use these third party. It's like a chat room with video. It's your own room with you can assign a passcode so folks can jump into it. But the second camera source or the second source on TikTok Live Studio would be link. It wouldn't be a camera. And then you put the link to that third party room and no one would ever know. It displays like it's a second camera over something. But then Nikki, you would be able to write on your screen because you said you couldn't see the person's actual Apple Pencil. You only saw what they were writing, right?
Yes, exactly.
Exactly. So they would see what is happening on your screen. So they would see whatever app you're using to do the annotation. They would see that, and that's it. So they would just see what is on your screen. And you can adjust the size of it so they can only see a certain section of it, all kinds of stuff.
Okay. I'm gonna definitely try it. Thank you.
Okay.
But send me a message so I can send you the link to the YT video. Now, the link that I'm going to send you to the YT video is for free options for these rooms. There are paid options that have phenomenally better video quality, but the free one I found is more than perfectly fine.
So the video quality is the difference between the paid and free, or is there like I always think of like ads running and stuff like that? So
this has no ads or anything like that. It's the video quality because it's the stream quality is different because you're not paying for it.
okay,
Oh, okay.
okay, interesting.
Thank you, Leanne.
You
You are welcome.
So Leanne, what are some of the other things you're noting with the live studio? Because you've been using it for, oh my God, maybe 30 days or more.
I I I got into the beta like 2 days before it ended, which was the 24th. So I've been using it since September
Okay.
22nd ish,
Okay.
and for the last at least 30 to 45 days, I've been using it daily.
Okay.
Um, I didn't realize this until I was doing the training with Dr. Trish and Janine and Luna, because Luna was on a PC, is that the features available on the PC far surpass what is available on the Mac.
Oh, really? So what?
Yeah,
So
and I
give an
imagine it's
example. She
because the
was
Mac.
was she saying something like, "Oh, what about this feature?" And you're like, "I don't have that," and that was kind of the conversation.
Yeah, and even in some of it, Luna was sharing her screen,
Oh.
and you were there. The placement of certain things is different. There are lots of, even you talking about your audio, your advanced audio controls. Half
Mm-hmm.
of the things that you talk about are not available
Oh.
um,
Okay.
on the Mac, and I imagine it's because the Mac development is further behind the PC development, and clearly there are lots of kinks that they need to work out in general. So yeah, some of the things like, okay, you have on the PC version, you have all these themes that you can use and have fancy stuff happening behind you as your background, and that stuff is not on the Mac. We were talking about the viewer requests the other day, and you said you had seen it on the live studio as an option that you didn't try it out, but you had seen it as something that you could potentially test out.
Say what can I
That did
what could I
not
test again? I'm sorry.
the viewer request, the viewer
For your wishes? Oh yeah, let me look at that.
wishes, yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna let me get to that screen again because you're up. It says start show. Oh, that's right. You can't do it when you have a multi guest boxes, so you can't do that
Yeah,
even in the
and
on the
there was
phone.
something because Pals has both. I I know I don't think Pals has been using it as frequently more recently, but there was something that Pals had mentioned that she had as a problem on the PC but not on the Mac, and I think it was the guest box audio.
It's the audio. It's definitely the audio
Yeah,
because I recall being in Pal's live when she was testing it, as well as I am Yolanda Marie, and both of them had the echo, and I was up in the boxes like you, and the echo was there, and it was challenging because you couldn't. I mean, you really couldn't get a word out without having that echo come very quickly. So it was very challenging.
and even Jenny, definitely correct me if I'm wrong, but Jenny had some significant audio issues the other day that she had to stop using Live Studio and she had to go back to her phone because her viewers were complaining about her audio.
Yeah, yeah. So the way it was able to work for me, and I don't know if there's a solution. I used the microphone. I had that plugged in. Last time, I think it worked. I still got to play with settings, but I think it worked last time. But this time I had to use the microphone for my webcam. So that's what's playing right now.
But I have no audio issues. None.
None.
Every now and again, folks tell me that I'm echoing, and all I do is unplug and replug my mic,
Oh. So you're saying
and then it
I could have done
works.
that? I could have plugged in and unplugged.
Well, I think the issue with my mic is that my connector cord needs to be replaced. I don't think it's TikTok Live Studio. I think there might be a short in my cord.
Okay.
But you could try it.
Right, right.
you could try plugging it back in.
Let's see if
But
it,
I haven't had any issues. Now, I have not been using my mic for the last probably 2 weeks.
what have you been using? Your
Um,
speakers from your
just
laptop?
my computer. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
just my computer audio.
Hmm. Janine said
And it
her,
has been fine.
she said, yes, I did my mic and was going in and out and people was leaving my live. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's definitely sound. I tell you guys that all the time. The sound is important. It's critical. Your audio, obviously, it can hear you, but if it's distorted or echoing, it just makes up for a bad streaming experience, a viewer experience. So, um, okay, so I was going to play around with a couple of the features here. Let me know if you guys have questions because I keep getting the question about can you go on a laptop? Can you go on a laptop? And so since I had never done it, I was like, well, let me make this part of my December goals. And I'm going to try it a few times and keep at it with trying to learn it a little bit better, recognizing that I'm not necessarily in love with this format. I think it limits a little bit of what I like in terms of the phone is the touchscreen experience. So you're touching the screen, you're engaging, and it feels like I'm really in the live. I think I feel separated, a little bit more separated from you all, um, in terms of my experience too. So it is very much like being on a Zoom call and a presentation. So
Oh,
different to
that's
me than streaming.
interesting.
You said what?
I said that's interesting because that is my favorite. My favorite part about TikTok Live Studio is feeling like I know what's happening in my chat. To me, I can easily type in there. I feel, I don't have any visibility issues, all that stuff that goes away from me.
Yeah, it does. I could see that because you're doing the cat, you're showing your drawings and you're walking through that too. You're right. I mean, for you to comment in the chat, that's probably a little easier. It's a couple steps in the phone. But again, I just feel like and maybe it's just me being familiar with the phone settings and all the things that are there. And
There is that component of it where again, it's something you have to get used to, which is why folks test it out and see if the benefits outweigh the cons because it has to be a big outweigh.
yeah, it is. Well, I like tapping my screen. I like sharing out my
Yeah.
live. I like all those things. Like to me, that's part of the live host role is to also engage and interact. I feel like here, I feel like there's a little bit of a separator between beyond just responding to the chat real quick. I could do that, and actually it was actually pretty easy because I responded to Miss Darlene's question. I asked her a question about her sound quality, but so that is that's a perk. That's a nice little feature. But I could do that on the phone too. I just have to kind of click to go to comment.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
style of the live definitely has an impact on whether or not you would use this. So my lives where I'm just having a conversation, I would never use Live Studio
Mm,
because there is not enough benefit to Live Studio for me to be able to use Live Studio for
that's
that.
fair. That's fair.
Frankly, if I didn't do so many lives where I'm demonstrating something, Live Studio I don't think would be practical for me. Aside from the potential to use it for the co-stream ease,
Hmm.
I am like it sounds like something like Live Studio would be exponentially beneficial for like favorite RT Nikki because once she gets that to work, that's like exactly how she would want to do certain live.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But
So she's
I
doing a
don't know if
teaching
it would
live.
be.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'm not sure folks would be happy enough with it to do it for every single style of their life.
Exactly. So Black Lotus is bringing up a point too, and I think the whole matches, those battles are designed for the mobile. It is kind of
The
a mobile
mobile.
experience. So she's saying you don't
Oh,
get
I see.
speed, no time.
You don't
That's what she's saying.
really
You
Black
never get speed.
Lotus.
So I say that out loud. That is not designed for the mobile, but the whole point of Live Studio, a big perk of it is the gaming. Interesting. I wonder if that's just
Yeah,
a
but
glitch or something.
I don't think even the interactiveness of it, because even though it doesn't restrict those interactive gifts,
Mm-hmm.
it is very inconsistent. Well, I was going to say it's inconsistent when the interactive gifts show. But what everybody has been telling me in my chat is that you can see it on their end, you just can't see it on my end.
Mm. So Black Lotus is saying unless they changed it, but she said I guess in the A League there's always someone using a computer and there's no speed. Interesting. I will say this is funny because I have that interactive gift that's up, and first of all, it's a lag in your gifts, and so it's just something about how it still does what it does in terms of come up and then it kisses you on your on the temple up here, but it's definitely a lag and it's a different experience than the phone for the way the interaction happens. It just seems delayed and like it's slow. It's a slow moving.
It's definitely something to get used to, and if you go back and forth, you have to. It takes a few minutes to make the adjustment between the two.
So I've seen people, okay, so you guys see my live here, you see the panel boxes, you see how we're having this conversation. To your point, I've seen people where they look, and maybe it's just their setup or their webcam, they look like they're far away and they're like talking and their screen looks smaller. What setting are they on? Because I've seen a couple people in the agency that have done it. I was like, why is their setting like that? As opposed to
Where
looking,
they are, well, I don't know if that's maybe because I think people try to multi-stream with multiple devices, and for them being further back means everyone sees the same thing.
hmm,
And I think sometimes people do that, but I don't know why they would be doing it on Live Studio. But you can set up Live Studio to have a vertical orientation, because right now you are on a landscape orientation.
I see the vertical option. And
I
maybe,
don't think you can change it while you're.
yeah,
You
it
can
says,
try. I'm not
no,
sure.
it says it tells you screen orientation cannot be changed when you're live recording. It says it.
So, and there is also, which is what Luna was saying, she had to do the 25-minute lives for is you can have a vertical and landscape orientation in the same view right next to each other. That's not an option on the Mac.
Okay. Yeah, I saw that as well because so the way they have it, it's your editor mode. You can see these different ways to click, but you can't click it while you're live. So they're kind of grayed out for you. And when I click the dual one, it does say I have to do it 25 minutes over the course of 3 times. So this is my second time doing it. So I'll look at it once I end the live to see what exactly it says now. But I think what I'm talking about, I'm gonna have to find someone who did it recently. Well, you know what? I'm gonna say Love Universified. It was your stream is one that I recall where it looked as if you weren't. I'm horizontal. I don't think she was vertical. I think she was horizontal as well. But it looked like there was a significant distance between her and the camera source. So maybe it was just the way her tripod was or how she had her camera situated. But I keep seeing that view on a few other streams that I've been testing it out, and I wonder if that is just by design or some kind of default that is that by design because they're doing that, or is that a default setting that they may need to switch? Maybe they're on vertical and I'm horizontal. Do you know?
The only thing I haven't seen any setting that would have that kind of impact. I just think it's that somebody would have put their computer in one place and they are just further away from the screen.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. Okay. That's possible. Okay. That's probably what's happening.
I don't think on the Mac. I don't think that there is anything that would have that kind of impact.
Right. Well, you would think in most situations, like my computer is right here on my desk, my webcam's here, I'm closer. So you're right here next to your computer because you're type on the screen, you can touch the screen, you can do whatever you need to do. So I guess I'm still kind of thinking like, is that something in the settings that makes that distance look like they're further away? Because naturally
Well,
you would be closer to your device.
well, it's so I think it depends. So, like, if you're using a webcam,
Mm-hmm.
like I can have my webcam on a what do you call that? On a tripod.
Okay,
So it could be in a place where I could be a little bit further away.
that's fair.
I mean, as long as I can still see my screen, um, I have I have a Bluetooth mouse, I have a Bluetooth keyboard, and
Mm-hmm.
I could be further away as long as I could still see the screen. I have a 27-inch screen. I can probably see it. So I could be a little bit further away. I just don't know why I would do that.
Right, right. That's fair. Hey y'all. Hey Luna. Luna, so I'm doing live studio again. So those who are just coming in, this is live studio. Thank you for the fast pops. So this is live studio, and Leanne's up. She's kind of our live studio expert. So she's talking us through some of the things that's happening on here. I said as part of my December goals, I was going to try live studio at least 3 times. This I did it on the first time. It was still November, so I still got 2 more to do for the month of December. So this is my official first December live studio. We had some audio issues. I wrote down some settings as I'm using my webcam for my audio and my visual. So video images coming from a webcam, not my laptop, as well as my audio is coming from here. Thank you so much. Thank you all for coming through. Appreciate it. See, and so there's a lag with that gift. I think you're sending it to Leanne. Do y'all see the lag too, or is it just me?
Thank you.
Do you see guys see the lag?
I
Like
didn't even see it.
it's like moving in slow motion. So I'm not sure. On my phone it came through fine. On my computer there's a serious like it was like clapping really slow. It was weird. Oh, so y'all did see it. So yes, y'all saw the lag too then. So it's things like that. The animation, the interactive gifts. You said no lag. Okay, no lag for you all. On my phone, it didn't show as a lag either. So there's things that I'm noting. You said not for you, no lag. Okay, perfect. I'm noting a difference in terms of how it's showing up on the screen, and it seems to be. Um, Still, jury's still out. There's some things that definitely is a different user experience for me. I'm not saying not to use it, but it's definitely a learning curve. It's definitely a difference in terms of where features are located, and obviously, how do you experience this particular um, how do you experience the laptop versus your phone? I personally think the phone still is a easier user experience for me, in terms of a live host. I like to tap my screen. So if I tap my screen, am I getting any hearts? No, I can't tap my screen. So that you can't
No,
do.
you definitely have to use. You have to use another
Another device.
device and have like your backup or whatever in, because you get no. You can't share the live. Although if Coach Chantel is in here, I think Coach Chantel said in the PC version you can share it.
Well, there's a share feature at the top. There's a share feature
Yes,
at the
there's
top.
a share feature on the Mac also, but you cannot share it in TikTok. You can share it everywhere else. They don't want you direct leading people off off the platform, but you can share it through text. You can share it through WhatsApp, all that stuff.
Okay.
But you cannot share it within TikTok on the Mac version.
Gotcha. Thank you
So
all.
what I typically do is all that initial tapping the screen and sharing out the live, I just do it from my other account in my room.
Okay. You said I can tap on my tablet, but not laptop. Yeah, yeah. So when I just tapped on my laptop, a couple screens popped up. And so, yeah, it's definitely a different, the screen for me to change my settings for my camera and stuff. So clearly you're not tapping your screen, on Live Studio.
Yeah, because when you if you touch if you touch your screen, you're highlighting your box and you can make adjustments to your visibility that way. So
Exactly.
it's a different function that it serves.
Exactly.
Plus, you have a touch screen laptop, right?
Yes, I do. I do have a touch screen.
Yeah.
So
So
power,
by doing that, you're activating the highlight.
yeah.
House is over on the YT. Good.
She's on the YT and she's saying that sharing does happen for the PC but not the Mac. Although I just pulled up the share, I clicked the share button at the top, and it still seems as if it was still lagging because I think there's a um, slow images that are popping up. The images are popping up for me slowly, but I saw where you could share it outside the live. It did outside the stream, but people didn't show up yet. So I'm thinking it's gonna show people in my inbox that maybe I could have shared the live with. So, um, but it was a lag,
I
so it
think
didn't
the
show.
last time you were on, you saw it.
Yes. So there's a lag.
Yes,
That's what I'm thinking. The
folks.
people will show up. Yeah,
Yeah,
but not the groups.
Chantal has told me that there definitely is a lag for that. In general, there's a lag. Anything you click, you have to wait visibly, like countable seconds before stuff shows up.
It is. Yep, yep. So everything I've touched has been a minute before it'll pop up on the screen. Luna, I'm using a PC. I'm not a Mac user. So this is a PC. And I'm using a webcam. This is not the laptop cam. So I'm using a webcam actually for the video and the audio. The audio is coming from my webcam as well, not my laptop sound source. Yeah. You said your laptop camera is off. I saw a notable difference between my laptop camera and the webcam, so I just said, okay, I'll use the webcam. Um, Love Universified, I don't know if you're still in the room. She said, oh, the visual is notably different. I do have on my effect, the hand effect. So I do have on my effect. So remember the effect shows up a little bit more light, a little bit more, it has like a little bit of a filter effect to it as well. The lipstick, the skin smoothing, all that stuff. So all that's happening as you can tell. So there's some of that's happening as well.
Same done for the Mac. The effects are very wonky. They work if you haven't gone live and you're making your effect selections, they work perfectly. But once you go live, it's hit or miss whether or not they actually work.
Okay. Yeah, Luna said I look similar to my mobile when I'm on my phone. That's good. So that's good. So it's similar visual experience from the way I look. No, obviously the screen is set up differently.
Webcam, the sharpness of the image and stuff, it's a good quality video image.
Yeah.
With the webcam.
It is. I think so too. Definitely.
I noticed I'm not.
Go ahead.
No, that's not true.
What
I was
happened?
about to say I'm not echoing anymore.
So
I think I'm just used to it.
So what I did do, I turned down the laptop sound. I wonder, so those who were here earlier,
It's still there, that's all.
is it? So did it help a little bit by me turning down the laptop?
It may. Now it's there. I think it's been happening so frequently, I've kind of tuned it out, but it's there. It's still there. For me.
Yeah, okay. And then I don't remember Favorite says she ended up hearing it fully throughout the whole time. I felt like she said she didn't hear it, but I'm not sure if she.
No, I think she was hearing it. I think
She was hearing it.
just needing to hear what I was saying.
Okay.
Somehow the guests hear whatever audio issue each other has.
Okay. So Favorite said she heard it. Okay, you heard it.
Oh yeah, she's there. Yeah.
Okay. So is there And that's I think was that Voice Guru said that the audio issues is also something that the guests would have to figure out their audio, and it's not something the live host can fix. Do you remember her
It
saying that?
sounded that way, that there might be with that interface thing that she had told us about. There might be a way to maybe minimize it, but whatever the issues are would need to happen on the guest side. Like I maybe would need to have, like you didn't hear the echo for I didn't hear a echo for favorite RT Nikki,
Okay.
but she was using her AirPods.
Okay.
So I maybe would need to put in my mic or my headphones or a combination to fix the issue, because somehow it's not TikTok Live Studio isn't handling the variance in audio well.
When it comes to because I recall when Hallecky was on here, it seemed like she didn't hear herself as much either. But she was using an iPad, and it seems like there was a difference in her experience as well, if I recall correctly. So it definitely is something that each user may have to kind of figure out the best way to hear the sound from, or not hear the echoing rather. Interesting. Because I heard it, I was on my phone, so I heard it clearly when I was on the panel with I Am Yolanda and Pals when they were doing their streams on Live Studio. So interesting. Okay. So Live Studio. So really quick recap. This is my second time using it. You said dinner is ready, so I'll catch you up at the beat. Okay, perfect. Thank you. I'll see you guys at 6:32. Yeah, we're doing it tonight at 6:30. I need to send a reminder.
You said it earlier, and I was like, oh, I forgot again.
Yeah, when I have the meetings, the day goes so fast for me too. So I'm like, oh my gosh. So I'm still gonna continue to do the two lives, but it does move quickly for me. So we'll be doing that shortly. I'll probably get off in the next 10 or 15 minutes or so. But I was just gonna recap really quickly. I'm using Live Studio. So this is a Live Studio live stream. So if you guys are curious about layout, what's happening, what I'm doing, I'm on my laptop, and I'm using a webcam for my visual, as well as my audio. Okay, so webcam, laptop, Live Studio. Live Studio is a separate download to use if you want to use your laptop or your desktop for your live stream experience on TikTok. What we were talking about here, there is somewhat of a learning curve. It is not very intuitive at times. You got to figure out where buttons are, and not that TikTok itself isn't it's not very intuitive either, but there is a little bit more that you have to kind of know where features are. And as you were hearing us talk about, the audio seems to be the biggest hurdle in terms of understanding how to have the best audio that comes through where it's not echoing. And so there are some settings you can click and see if that helps to improve it. When I first started this particular live, I had to change the audio a few times, different settings. I had to change from the laptop. I had put in my portable, my podcast mic, and then ultimately I ended up using the webcam audio to move to do it. So I was going to test, since I have you up here, Leanne, maybe you can kind of help me. I was going to test, I'm going to plug back in the webcam and see if that is still bad. Because it worked the first time. I'm not sure what I did differently, but it did work the first time. Yeah, the webcam, I'm sorry, yes, the podcast mic. So I'm going to plug it in and you let me know. So it's plugged in. Let me change the source.
You made a visible sound, so the change happened.
Yeah, it's on there. Okay, it just changed. Do you guys hear echoing? let me know if you guys hear a difference. In the chat. You cannot hear. Cannot hear you. No sound. Okay. All right. So I don't know why is that happening now. So I would have to probably no sound. Okay. Let's go back. I'm gonna unplug it.
Okay, Dr. Lisa.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
So when you put the mic in, at first we couldn't hear you, but then we could. I think there is also a lagging when it is processing that your mic is plugged in. But you have to use your headphones because you cannot hear. Because I was speaking to you and you couldn't hear me.
Oh.
Just like, remember the last time, you can't hear any of the, because what happens when you plug the mic into Live Studio, it uses the mic as your out speaker.
Gotcha.
And you can try to change it, but I have not been able to change mine. So you have to use headphones to hear.
Well,
So hear me. You don't have to hear any. I mean, on the regular live without guests, you don't have to hear anything. But if you use your sounds, you don't hear them. But you don't hear your guests with your mic plugged in.
so here's where I changed the headphones output. I did have it on the mic. Previous though, which is interesting because I don't have the mic plugged in. Previously, it must have defaulted back to the laptop sound. The laptop for my audio for output of sound. Let me look something. Let me check real quick. Yeah, so when I plug the mic back in,
See if you can change the output for the mic output to your laptop sound versus the mic.
this is okay. Are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can clearly hear you. I changed it to the laptop because I think it was on the speakers for the mic when it came to sound. So let's try it again. We'll test it again for those in the room, and then I'm gonna plug in the microphone.
So now your mic is plugged in?
No, we're still using the laptop sound.
Webcam.
The webcam, I'm sorry. The webcam
Okay.
and my audio for you to hear is coming from the laptop.
From the laptop. Okay.
It's been coming from the laptop, to be honest with you, because
I was gonna say the mic sounds just as good as the webcam.
okay, I'm gonna plug the mic back in. Let's see.
Okay.
It's probably a lag to let it connect, so let's see what happens. Okay, we heard the noise. Can I hear you?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Let me see.
No.
Are you still there? I can't hear you. So, let me check though. Let me change my settings. Let me change my settings first before I say I can't hear you. Are you there? Let me see. Leanne, talk for me. I'm looking for your bubble to speak. Still can't hear you. So I gotta put the headphones in. So that's interesting. Last time I did not have to wear them. I was wearing them to hear the sound effects. I wasn't wearing them to hear you all. That's interesting. I remember putting them on when I said I couldn't hear sound effects. But I could hear you guys clearly. Let's see. These are just some cheap headphones I have by the desk. Let's see. Okay, go ahead and talk. I can hear you. Okay, can you hear me? Okay, well, this is super close. Can you guys hear? You say I can't hear Leanne, so they can't hear you, Leanne. Yeah, y'all see her bubble moving, but y'all can't hear anything she's saying. Interesting. Um, I wonder why though. Because why? Uh, what Carol was talking about? Yeah. Let me go back to what we were doing before, so I can unplug this, so we can kind of get back to normal. Okay, I unplugged the webcam, so the viewers, could it be muted? It's not muted. She wasn't muted. Let me know if you can hear me, Leanne.
I can hear you now.
Okay. Can you guys hear Leanne? Let me know if you guys can hear Leanne. Leanne, go ahead and say something. You said barely? You could barely hear? She wasn't talking. Go ahead, Leah.
I'm talking now. I wasn't talking before.
Y'all heard her?
You can hear me because I can hear the echo.
Okay. You said, I can hear the echo. Gotcha. Yes, okay. Now, do you guys hear echo from either one of us? Okay. Her background then. Interesting. So Trainer V, thank you for coming here. But I think you were one of the people who asked about the computer. Did you ask about doing a laptop or desktop? This is live studio, so I'm streaming from my computer, my laptop. Yes. Okay. So yeah, this is what it is. And so here's the biggest thing. I'm using a webcam for my audio and my visual for my camera source. And audio seems to be the biggest hurdle. Everyone's, is struggling to get that right balance, and especially when you have multi guests, when you have the guest panel up, they hear echoes. The chat was hearing an echo, so I had to change how my audio was coming through, and it's actually coming through my webcam and not my laptop or this microphone. That's what we were just testing, the microphone, because it worked last time I did it last week, but it's not working today. I did play around with some settings, so that might be the problem. But right now, I'm having to use my webcam audio. You all playing musical mics, and pretty much trying to figure out which one works. That's exactly what's happening, Glow. We're like, which one is the best one? What's the best option? But
Let me get in a different box. It might work better.
So, well, you know what you just said, box. Let me ask this: how do I change my layout for the viewer experience for here? Do you know?
I've been scared to use the boxes. Not because I'm really scared, but because I really haven't tried it outside of my actual life, and I don't want to do it in my life.
Gotcha.
Because it would disrupt the rhythm. But it should be. Oh no, you said it the last time. You were trying to remember. You were trying to gift.
Yes, I couldn't get you can't gift the panels.
Boxes.
And I just clicked the guest. area again just to see if there's some settings and stuff I need to play around with. And there is, you can change the layout. When you click the little boxes to invite people, it pops up the options for you to change
For the layout.
for the layout. Cannot change the layout when in landscape. Oh, I can't change it in landscape. This is it. This is what you get.
Because the landscape takes up the entire
Screen.
green across.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like in the live on the mobile, you can do the practice mode and try out some stuff.
Glow,
This
to a certain extent though, you are able to play around with the settings, and you do see yourself on the screen. You can play around with it, but again, you kind of need to go live so you can see what your viewers are hearing and experiencing. Because I can set my camera, I can set everything up, I can set the sound and stuff, but you don't know if it's working until somebody tells you it's not working. so and that's pretty much what happened. I was like, okay, I have my setting for the camera source and everything, and when people came in, it was like, there's a problem with your audio. And then I turned on my other device. I had this one in the room, and then I heard what they heard because I was a guest in my room. Yeah.
I think I'm going to maybe for a little bit before our meeting try the boxes, since it's not my regular life, because the Mac, like Pal said, she didn't have any audio issues with the Mac
Okay.
with the boxes. I don't know if Pals can hear me.
Pals.
She's on YT, right?
Yeah, she's on YT. Pals, did you have issues with Mac in audio for your guest panel boxes?
I think she said, I remember correctly, she said she didn't.
Okay. Leanne's thinking that it worked fine for the Mac, but it was a PC issue, that the audio was problematic for guest panels. Hey, Love Paddle, she's that so she sent in the I watched your live for 200 with the stickers. I don't see the stickers. It showed up on my phone over here, but it's not showing up on the computer. Interesting.
Oh, did it come up as some weird?
It's like empty boxes, empty image
Yeah.
boxes, and
That
some.
happens.
Oh, really?
Yes, that does happen, and that also is very inconsistent. Sometimes emojis come up that way. What I found is the stickers, the TikTok stickers
Okay.
sometimes come up with that error, but my stickers that I've created come up just fine always.
Interesting. Yeah. Yeah. So Glow saying the
Those
computer chat
TikToks,
can't.
I can't read all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think for streamers in general, that's a thing, I guess.
Okay. Love Petals, you said
But
you
yeah,
didn't receive the email. If you didn't receive the email, do me a favor, check your spam folder or your junk folder first. You might need to make sure my email messages are whitelisted so that you can get them. That's probably what happened. I have a lot of people that say they don't get my messages, but when they check their spam and junk folders, is there. If you want to search for some verbiage, the name of it is Launch Your Income. So just maybe search launch your income, and you'll find it. Yeah, and you said that happens on other streaming places too. Yes. Yeah. So yeah, the live experience is really for TikTok is set up for the mobile devices. It really is. That's where it starts. That's where they put most of their time and effort into the mobile, and they're creating Live Studio to be a more integrative, interactive experience for people who want to use the laptop or desktop, but really with the thinking that they're trying to compete with, for gamers and people who want a device, a computer device, because they're streaming, because they're gaming. And so that's more or less how this started. And now they're trying to make it so that it is your main streaming for if you want to be on the laptop. So you're not going to get an OBS key, or I'm sorry, a streaming key or anything like that. They want you to use Live Studio, but it's a little bit of a learning curve, in my opinion. Yes, yeah. So Leanne, are you? So what Leanne does, and I would have to say I agree, unless I see something else for me on my stream and what I'm doing in my live room. I think mobile is the way I would want to stream because of how you can interact with your multi guests. Just the fact that I'm a live stream where I'm talking most of the time and I'm teaching, and if I am teaching, I'm using my other device like this to show you how to do different things from the mobile end. I don't know if I would recommend doing this for the person who was in a similar format where you're kind of like this talking head. Whereas Leanne, she is actually drawing. So having that other camera source and you see what she's having on the screen and then having her as well, it just makes for a better visual viewer experience because of what she's showing. I don't know if that makes sense for me right now. You said
I
what?
definitely think it's one of those things that folks really have to think about, um, the format of their live stream, and maybe
Mm-hmm.
if they have multiple formats, because I have different formats and I use mobile for some, and but primarily for my daily lives where I'm drawing on live or carving on live, where I want folks to have that 90 degree, well, not 90 degree, that parallel view. So they're looking right on top of the work. It works really well because it's important to me for them to also be able to see me. For some reason, for me, that feels like I have a connection.
Yeah.
And so the there are a lot of cons. It's hard to get the live warmed up and going because I definitely think Dr. Lisa will look at my analytics, but I do see where TikTok isn't pushing the live out as much as when I'm on mobile.
Yeah. It is. It's a
But I
difference.
have to be careful about saying that because, like you had asked me before about my content, I have slowed down on the number of pieces of content I post every day.
Mm.
So that could have an impact too. But it definitely doesn't get pushed out as much. But it does get pushed out because I don't get a lot of shares on my live, but we do a pretty good job with that tapping, and
Okay.
people are coming into that live, and there are certain points where I do get surges.
Okay.
So it's happening. It's just that you have a little less control over the tapping and the sharing and that kind of thing, unless you're using a second device, because you cannot do any of that stuff.
Yeah.
And if you're going back and forth, there is that warm up time, a few minutes where it's like you're reaching for things in places that they aren't on the mobile versus on Live Studio. But I think that for certain folks, for certain things that they want to do for their lives, it might be beneficial. Like I will talk, for like favorite RT Nikki, it sounds to me that being able to have that kind of setup would be super beneficial to some of our lives.
Right.
So in that case, it might outweigh the cons of it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if you're just going live in a talking head style, I cannot imagine that it would be beneficial.
Exactly.
with the exception of somebody that might be multi-streaming and similar. I know Janine had a hiccup with her audio recently, but the mechanics of being able to use the same camera sources, and so you don't have to be using multiple devices without having to get a streaming key for a streaming platform, is super beneficial if you're multi-streaming.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I forgot about the multi-streaming approach too. So, Glow, you said it's just weird because so many things are usually just easier on a computer. That's fair. That's fair. I mean, as you think about people having a being able to have more functionality and things that you can do on your computer versus on the mobile. Mobile is kind of condensed and consolidated. So I would agree with that. If I keep accidentally requesting, I'm sorry. Those buttons are big. Okay, gotcha, gotcha. Um, yeah, the thing about it, the thing about it, I agree when it comes to streaming other multi-streaming and you're streaming from other devices. It would make sense to think about it from, okay, what am I trying to achieve here? I have not tried it from the YouTube Studio piece, so maybe that may be another way to try it.
It's not
Once I
gonna
get
work
that.
out when I tried it.
Oh, it didn't work when you tried it. So wait, you got me so excited. So that doesn't work.
I know YouTube Studio doesn't allow the multiple camera sources.
Oh,
So I was thinking that it did allow multiple camera sources, but it doesn't.
okay.
If someone knows differently, please correct me. But from my test, it doesn't. So I was disappointed because I was just going to do both with the setup and still be able to use the same camera sources. So I just started setting up OBS, and I just decided also to I'm going to just stream to the FB and to I don't know how to to say the other one without sound.
What do you mean, the IG,
No,
YT?
the gaming one.
Oh, yeah. Okay. The TW.
Yeah.
The TW. That's what that is.
Dr. Lisa asked you the question. It was about the audio for the guest boxes because I thought that you had said the purple. I thought that you had said that on the Mac you didn't have the issue with the audio for the boxes, but you had it on the PC, if I remember correctly. That's what I was asking.
So the answer is true.
Yeah.
You didn't have that. You didn't have the audio issues with Max. Okay. So that's interesting. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah. Once I get the additional source, I could. OBS, you said, is complicated as well. So even trying to connect it.
So I shouldn't say what I should say is that it is not as easy to set up as some of the paid ones. You can figure it out. It's basically all the same. But there's a component of it because it is open source that is not straightforward necessarily.
Okay.
But it is a very robust tool, and it's free. But yeah, I started setting it up already. The thing to also be aware of with all of these streaming things is that it takes up a lot of energy from your computers. And also remember, you will start to hear the fans on your computers and stuff going because it heats your computers up. The multi-streaming heats your computers up. So don't be alarmed when you start hearing fans blowing you never heard before.
Oh, yikes. Okay. I need my laptop to work. So, I'll probably need to upgrade in 2026, but I don't want to do it too soon. So you said, okay, so Piles, I was saying what keeps crashing. She said OBS on her Mac keeps crashing.
Oh, but the type of Mac version,
Mm.
it was, I don't know, I downloaded the wrong thing the first time, and then now since I did the correct one, I haven't had a problem. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Huh. Well, that is interesting. That's good to know as well. All right, friends. Well, I'm gonna head out shortly. Who else is going live tonight? I might end up having to do another live because this live here, because of live studio, I may need to go and look at my
Well, I was going to say there was no focus on anything else.
I know. So, and I don't have my little sticker up neither, so I'm gonna look and see where I'm at. But I think I'm not in a safe place because of 57%. So yeah, I don't think I'm in a safe place because people are gonna be going live again tonight.
Tonight is the last night of
Yeah,
of
Live
Rock
Fest.
Free.
Yeah. So I'll probably come back on and go live later on during the 10 o'clock hour. We'll see what that looks like. And do a voice chat. So we'll see. And then anybody who has questions, you're more than welcome to ask during that live. If you have questions about voice chat, if you have questions about just go live, we can talk over audio. If you haven't seen the voice chat before, it might be a good experience to see what it looks like if that's something that's foreign to you. But who else is going live tonight?
Before the Zoom, if anyone wants to do a short test with me on the Mac, let me know. Because when we get up here, I'm just going to turn it on and test some things out with the guest boxes. So if anyone wants to come in for a couple minutes, feel free.
So, you're going to try to see what it's like to do the guest panels with your Mac. Okay.
Yeah, and if I don't do it now, I'm going to keep saying I'll do it and I won't do it. So I was just like, right before the Zoom, I'll just do it for like 15 minutes or so.
Let's see what it's like. All right. Sounds good. Anybody else going live? Let us know. We do, if you're in the agency, we do have a meeting at 6:30. A couple things we're just going to talk about it. So I always say this. Hopefully it's not a long conversation, but you never know. You never know. We're all live hosts and we have questions and we have thoughts. So it's all good. Per Mom Books, you're going to go live at 8 p.m. tonight. Okay. What time zone are you? Are you Eastern? I think that's Eastern. Can we get a preview? Can we get a preview of what? Okay, Eastern. Preview of what, friend? Let me know what you meant. If you have a few minutes, pop in. Yes, definitely pop into Leanne's. All right, friends, thank you so much for being here. If you got any points to claim, go ahead and claim your points. What are we talking about? Couple updates. I won't do it here just because we're live, but a couple updates about December. December. Okay. Going live in the meeting. Yeah, and then so a couple things. One is I gotta check and see because I think we have a guest presenter. So let me confirm my presenter. All right, friends. I will chat with y'all later. Take care. Thank you so much. Appreciate you all. Bye-bye. Leanne, you know what? Am I gonna let you down? Let me see, because I think I ended last time. Okay, disconnect. Hit the 3 dots. All right, perfect. All right. Take care, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Dr. Daryl, I am coming off. We're gonna do our meeting at 6:30, so I gotta send the final invite for folks so that they know about the meeting. So I usually send that right before the meeting so people have it in their inbox. You sent me a message. I responded, Silver Fox. I responded to your message because your message was about TikTok Shop. So unless it's a new message, let me know. I think I responded to that. No worries. Thanks. You're welcome. So, okay. Thanks. Okay. So yeah, I'll see you guys in about 40 minutes or so, and we'll chat there. All right. Take care, friends. Bye-bye. Thank you so much, everybody. Take care. Good night.